Namaste my friends, I'm Masha and I'm coming to you today on this Friday evening to share with you some of my absolute favorite decks. I will be away for the weekend practicing and teaching yoga, so I thought I will pop by on Friday and share those decks with you. In this video I will be showing you my Tarot de Marseille arsenal, and while as much as I love to call those decks my arsenal, look, I pulled my Tarot de Marseille decks. The top box, they are my absolute favorites, and then the other one is filled with my Tarot de Marseille decks, my Marseille Tarot. And hey, who am I kidding? That's the collection. It has grown to be a collection. So I will be naming this video my Marseille Tarot, my Tarot de Marseille collection. And this video, in a way, it's a VR to my friend Diane from Indigo Moon Woman, who did her Marseille collection update, her Marseille collection video earlier, or in Australian time earlier today, but possibly yesterday now in the States. So I wanted to go through my decks and to share those with you as well. But also I will be making this video as part of my episode 2 for my Geeking Out on Marseille series. But yeah, as you can see, there are quite a few decks for us to go through. So let's begin. So I will be showing you first, I will be showing you the smallest decks I have, the more like pocket size or mini decks that I have from Tarot de Marseille. And then we'll, the last of course will be my, my absolute favorites. So yeah, let's have a look. The smallest decks I have, yeah. The Le Tarot de Marseille, Marseille Tarot by Camoin-Jodorowsky, and this is a mini version, and I believe this mini is now available widely on eBay, on Book Depository. I got it directly from Camoin website, but I really love the size of the cards and the quality of them. It's quite amazing. So it's just, I mean, if you have a Camoin-Jodorowsky deck, I trust that would be quite the same. But the cards are way tinier, so they're about the size of your Los Carabio mini cards. And yeah, so that's the mini edition of Camoin-Jodorowsky Tarot, which is based of course on Nicholas Conver deck, I believe. Yeah, so it comes in that little box. So that's the first one. Then we'll have a look, keep it in this little pouch, and this one is by Lauren Forestell, and it's just a pocket size, and you can see already this pocket size is a little bit bigger, but they're way smaller than the plain cards anyway. But it's the Facsimile edition of Dodal Tarot by Lauren Forestell from the Cartomancer Big Cartel website. She has a shop on Etsy. She ships in America from Etsy, from her old Lenormand cards Etsy shop, but for the international customers it's just way easier to order from her shop directly. So that's the Facsimile Dodal, and we all know that Dodal is, well, yeah, my favorite Tarot de Marseille. And then one of my little treasures, I really love this little one, and this was Tarot de Marseille Tarot Mamanyuki 2013. Tarot de Marseille Mamanyuki. It's a pocket edition. It's only tiny little one, so if you look at my hands, it's really tiny. But this one is the Japanese deck, but it's inspired by Madini Tarot. The cardstock is amazing. Just have a look at those backs with little bunnies. It does come in a full size if you can find it. Well, I got mine on eBay, reasonably priced, but they're becoming rarer and rarer to get. But I did see later on some on Amazon as well. So as you can see, they're very Madini inspired cards. They're really beautiful. The quality, they're a little bit waxy, but in the best possible way. Show you the full. They're super cute, and because I travel quite a bit, so I thought they would make a really nice little travel deck. Really good quality, good cardstock, nice little box. So yeah, love those ones as well. So that's Tarot Mamanyuki. And yeah, so if you're kind of interested in any decks, because I'm trying to kind of save your time as well, so you just have a look at my collection. But if you want to have a look in more detail, please let me know. I'm very happy to do a separate walkthrough, or if you didn't catch the name, I'm happy to let you know. This one is a very special one, and this one is from Kasia, from Tarot Maps friend Piotr from Poland. So it's a majors only as well, and it's a mini. And just have a look at those gilding. They are the handmade cards, which are absolutely stunning. So they're in a black background. They're handmade in Poland. And they're so very beautiful. I really like those. I think I need to use this one more particularly for more like new moon readings. So yeah, that's another beautiful one that I really like. What are the smaller ones I have? Yeah, one more tiny one. I think, yeah. Okay. It's in a plastic bag, but this one is, I got it off eBay, and it's a really nice one. It's a majors only once again. It's Tarot de Nicholas Rolichon. Yeah, I don't know much about Nicholas Rolichon. It does look very, it's a new one, like a reminding me of Dodal deck. There are the bags. What as I mentioned, I like little tiny things. Yeah, so it's kind of, you see, it reminds you of Dodal, but it does have the shield, the Nicholas Rolichon and R on the shield, so I guess it's just inspired by Dodal. But it's just another cute little deck that I have. And that's, yeah, Tarot de Nicholas Rolichon. It does come like with the carton paper thing, so it holds the deck in that little sleeve. Okay, and then of course we have the beautiful, that deck is very special. This deck is full, like if you're looking for, well, I mean, yeah, it's not available for purchase, but that's, I would say that's my most magical deck. It's infused with magic. It's Arcade Tarot, created by Camelia Elias, and I do have an unboxing of this one, rather an emotional one, so it comes in that kind of little sleeve. And in this deck, Camelia, mine is number 9 out of 22, and Camelia used the Tarot, Carlos Zoya Tarot de Marseille, the only copy available in the world in the possession of Camelia, and she featured those cards in the arcade setting. So she created the mirror arcade setting, and that's another kind of way to read them, because the usual direction would be quite reversed in those cards. But they're kind of sepia toned ones, but they are my magic cards. They're just, yeah. If you ask me like one talismanic deck I have, that's the talismanic one that I have. She also has the book, a haiku poems book, so if you're really kind of interested in this deck, the book features those cards. They're the backs. So yeah, among my big favorites, I mean, it's not my, it's just my treasure, right? So, but I do read with it quite a little bit, but it just, it's the treasure of my deck. That's my talismanic Tarot de Marseille that I have. So that's that, and then I have the, yeah, no, let's have a look at this one. So Tarot de Maria Celia, a tint version, and most of you probably would have seen this deck. I kind of didn't think I would like it, and in the beginning I kind of didn't until I did. I think it's fun, and I'm like, yeah, I adore my teen decks. And this one is rather lovely. I love the coloration, I love the aged look of the cards. There are the backs. And I know there are quite a few unboxings online, you can check this deck. But it's a fun one by the Filipino artist, by Linear Jim Narcisco. He's quite a talented one. And of the smaller ones, I think that would be just the last one of the more like smaller pocket sized. And this one is the Hand-Stencilled, is just again the Majors Only Jean Noblet by Jean-Claude Flornoy. But this version is comes with the nice thick booklet. It's a hand-stenciled one, and this deck I did round the corners, but this deck really did help me to begin to really like the Noblet Tarot, the Jean-Claude Flornoy Noblet Tarot de Marseille. That's a beautiful one. The cardstock on the hand-stenciled one, it's quite papery. The backs are same as in the other, in more like published, the limited edition, I guess everything, but in a fuller deck. But this one is more white and black and white, when the other one is a bit creamier, which I will show you soon as well, which I also have. So this one is Jean-Claude Flornoy, Jean Noblet, hand-stenciled from France, from yeah, so Roxanne Flornoy sent it to me. Right, lots of talking, but I'm trying to get through the collection just to show you my decks rather quickly. So next one I keep on this little, and I did an unboxing of this one as well, if I remember. I will link it in Piggy Bag. This one, I think it suits this little fun deck a lot, and that's Tarot Classic. So this was the first deck that I purchased that was older than my age, and I got it on eBay, and it was actually rather cheaply priced. Or I submitted an offer and the seller accepted it, and I absolutely love the coloration in this deck. It's the I think it's the only deck that has English titles, the only Marseille Tarot deck that I have with English titles. The cardstock is amazing, and I trust that would be, just need to what year it was, 1972, 1975, I think. That was this version. And the cards were, as I mentioned, they were in plastic. The deck was brand new. I really love those. You see, it's really hard, even like I will be talking about my absolute favorites, but I really love this deck as well. I love all of my tarot. I mean, yeah, I don't keep decks that I don't love. So that's that, Tarot Classic. And talking about vintage decks, I also have the Spanish Tarot, and this is the vintage copy of, is it, let's have a look, what, 1975, yeah, so the Classic was 1972 probably, is it? Yeah, and this one is 1975. And my copy, the cards are in really good condition. They're really almost brand new cards that I got. I did retwist them a little bit just to show you a few cards. The coloration of this deck is just beautiful. Orangey faces, but I've been really kind of liking the orangey, brighter, fiery colors. So this one, yeah, it's the second deck. It's got Spanish titles, but yeah, I forgot it does have English titles at the top as well. And just look at the covers. So beautiful. Made in Spain. Yeah. So this is the Spanish Tarot, the vintage copy. And I believe they, now, like once in a while, they pop on eBay reasonably priced. That's how, again, I submitted an offer. The deck was a little too expensive for my budget. I submitted a lower offer and it was once again accepted. And we're getting through those. Of course, I have the CBD Tarot de Marseille by Yoav, Ben-Dov, and this one is published. I trust. Well, the cards are from they were printed in Belgium, so I trust that would be the Carta Mundi, and I absolutely love Carta Mundi cardstock. And this was sent to me by Yoav Ben-Dov himself, together with the self-published book of his. No, the book I actually bought on Book Depository, but this one came directly from him. And then very soon after I received it, and this deck was actually my first Tarot de Marseille. And yeah, and very soon after I received this, I found out that Yoav Ben-Dov passed away. Of course, we all know that this deck is based on a convert. So we have CBD Convert Ben-Dov Tarot de Marseille, and I really love it. And I also made stickers because the cards, the images are freely available, copyright free, still on Yoav Ben-Dov's website. So what I did, I created myself little stickers to put in my tarot journal as I'm having my Tarot de Marseille year, and I'm studying Tarot de Marseille. So yeah, the backings are white here, so if you kind of don't like white backings, probably it's not the deck for you, but I like in this particular deck, I really like them. And it's the first deck, so it will always have this soft spot in my heart. Just look at this Cupid, it's just so, like, I love that. Yeah, and yeah, so 1760 Convert, recreated by Yoav Ben-Dov 2010, was of course with the team of graphic designer and another person that he used help of to recreate this deck. There are the backs, but this deck is of course now is reproduced by US Games and widely available, but I'm keeping my independently produced copy, which is lovely. Another deck, I'll show you. I have one modern deck because all my other ones, I guess, along with Mamanyuki, it's 2013 recreation, inspiration by Madini, Tarot de Maria Celia, but then I have Tarot de Aux Arcs. They are the backs, and I really love this deck for the colors. So to me, it's really a Tarot de Marseille deck, but it's just a little bit of a different take on it. This one is really quite affordable. Well, you can Google it, or yeah, if you can't find it, let me know, I'll find you the link. But it was either on Gamecraft or Make Playing Cards website, so you get it from there. Just find some. Look at those colors. My puppies are barking. The star. Yeah, they're the backs. I love those backs. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I really, for this particular deck, I really love those. My puppies are barking. Hey guys! Right, and then well, I keep it in this one, and it's only it came with 2 sets of 22. Jacques Vieville, and this one is the reproduction by Flornoy, same backings as Noblet, but is the is it the Vieville? Yeah, it's Vieville Terra. I just kind of chose the set out of those 2 sets that they kind of some of them are reversed, the cards due to the reproduction, but we're not going to stay away on those on this type of geeking. We'll address it a little bit later on in the series of my Geeking Out on Marseille series, but I just wanted to show you. The cardstock is amazing, same as your Flornoy Dodal deck. Love the images, love the depictions. But you'll be seeing this deck quite very soon in the series when I make possibly my next second video that I have planned for you on Geeking Out of Marseille. So Vieville, Jacques Vieville Tarot, 1650, so same as Tarot de Noblet, same year or around the same. And I have the Piatnik one, and this one is Becca at the Intuition Tarot made me do that. I saw it on Becca's channel first, and then it was available so cheaply on Amazon Prime with free delivery. So of course I had to have this deck. I really love those bags, and I really love that old feel of it. They look rather facsimile, but I really like those. And this one is the Piatnik. So if you look at Piatnik Tarot de Marseille, I trust that should be quite widely available, but just keep checking that you can get it through Amazon Prime, because some Amazon sellers, they ask quite a price for the deck. Same thing, I did see it on Etsy, on eBay, being way more expensive. I paid like 30 something Australian dollars, which I think for this deck, and the quality on the cardstock is great. I really love Piatnik cardstock as well. So that's the sun card. And we're getting there. We're 20 minutes on, and we way past half of my collection now. Right, so let's yeah, my biggest deck that I have. I'm gonna keep it in this pouch, and this one, I absolutely adore the cards, but I mentioned before, the size of those make them so unreadable for me, and so untravelable with me. But this one is the first edition of Tarot Noir. It's a gorgeous deck. So now there is the second edition available, and my friends have been receiving it. That's been arriving now. It's a stunning deck. It's just like every card is almost you want to frame and put it on the wall. And it's golden gilded, beautiful gilding. But the cards, like as you can see, I can't like even in my, I can't hold it even in my hands in width, right? And if you look at the size of my head, it's kind of not way too smaller than my own head. And if you look at my, you see, I can't even hold it, my hand. It's the size of my hand plus. So that's the beautiful Tarot Noir. I absolutely love it. I love looking at it. So that's that. Another deck that I have, before I get into my very favorites, we get into Jean Dodal, which of course Jean Dodal out of all Marseille decks is my favorite. Yeah, among. It's a hard call, but this one is the reproduction, the facsimile reproduction that I got from Lauren Forestell. And I did feature this deck, all the mages in this deck, in my video when I was comparing the Dodal decks, the reproductions of Dodal decks that I have. Hence, I'm just showing you some of the minor cards, because all the mages were featured in that video that I will link as well if you're interested at seeing the comparison of 4 different Jean Dodal decks. So the bags, there's Jean Dodal bags. So it's a nice deck, really good one. And I have this reproduction of Jean Dodal. So yeah, if you have the cases from France, you would recognize it. This one is another one by Jean-Claude Flornoy. Adore this deck. Among my favorites. It's been this one is been cleaned, the lines have been sharpened, so you can see there are no breakages in the lines, which we can appreciate, although I do appreciate the more closer to the original reproduction and technique and reproducing Dodal, but nevertheless this one is I adore this deck, just so beautiful. And it's really, this one made me fall in love with Dodal. This one did come with rounded corners, so I did unround this. Jean-Claude Flornoy, Dodal Tarot de Marseille of Lyon, 1701. So 1701 is around 1701 Dodal deck was created. So we're done with those, so now let's pull my big box box. So I have this big box my husband got for me, super heavy, not because of the decks but because of the box with big 5 animals of South Africa. My husband is of South African origin, so he brought it to me from South Africa as a gift. And this box houses my favorite Tarot de Marseille decks. So yeah, we're going to have a look at those now. So this one, it was a gift from my husband, and I absolutely adore this one. I did the unboxing actually on my birthday this year, which again you can, I will link the video if you want to see. And this is the deck Tarot de Marseille. Has 1750, so it's the kind of the German Tarot de Marseille. Tarot de Marseille has, and it's from Giordano Berti. So just a 2-part box here. As you can see, I don't have enough hands. Yeah, 2-part box. Comes with the booklet. And this one is my happiest Tarot de Marseille. So you can see the cards are quite aged. I absolutely adore the backs of those cards. They absolutely, oops, going upside down. Yeah. They're absolutely stunning. And well, I want to say I'm showing you here my top 5 Tarot de Marseille. Probably if you count the decks, that would be 6. My top 6, but I guess if I show you 2 Dodal decks, they don't count, do they? It's still Dodal. I'm gonna flip them back again. Look at the giggling happy death card. Like, how can you not like this deck? The readings I've had with this one have been amazing. Just so clear. Just look at the happy face. I love the sound of how the cards shuffle. They're quite light actually in weight, but they're beautiful cardstock. Yeah, has Tarot de Marseille by Giordano Berti. One of my absolute favorites. I think I need to move this box to the side. And then we have another pouch by Flornoy. From France we have Hand Noblet Tarot, and this one is more the full deck. As you can see, I did round the corners of this one, and I really love how it came out. So the corner rounding for this one, I kind of did the more rounded ones. There I used the bigger setting on the on my corner rounder, corner cutter. But for a long time I didn't use this deck until I got the Hand-Stencilled, which brought me to using this one, and now it's in my top Tarot de Marseille decks. And of course this is the reproduction of 1650 deck, Hand Noblet. Love it. Absolutely love it. And if you're counting, I do have a backup copy for that one, which of course I haven't opened it, but it's in a safe, so if something happens I've got a fireproof safe, and I have a backup for Hand Noblet. Next one, I'll show you this one. It's Tarot de Pierre Madini 1701, and one of my favorite decks. I did show you the little Mamanyuki that is inspired by this deck, and this one is by Yves Renaud. My copy is 383. So the cards, as you can see, originally came with their corners sharp, which of course I changed. So you can see I used the only tiny little rounding like Flornoy Dodal, similar, it's even probably even smaller rounding, but the faces here, that's like one of the sweetest Tarot de Marseille decks that you can get. I just want to show you more people cards. It's a beautiful deck, it really is. Now the lovers, let's have a look. Temperance. Just to show you just a few of the minors. Ace of Cups. Beautiful. Two of Cups. Wands. How many do we have? Six of Wands. Beautiful. Page of Cups. Yeah, so Pierre Madini, Tarot de Marseille of Dijon area of France. They are the backs. Among my top Marseille decks these days. Put it back. The boxes are really great from Yves Renard. You can get it from, and that's from Tarot de Marseille Heritage.com. There are quite a few historic reproductions available, so nice sturdy box here. And my other love, Pablo Robledo's Marcella. Look at the backs, stunning. Again, smaller size deck, has the aged look to it. I do have a backup copy for this one as well. Never planning to part with this deck. I adore everything about it. The coloration, the quality, how it's been made, the choices of the color, the sharpness of the lines, the aged feel. So yeah, Pablo Robledo's Marcella. One of my very, very top decks. And with those ones, I really cannot name my number 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, but I consider them 5 because the last 2 left, they're both Dodal decks, and you did see both of them in my Dodal side by side, which I can't call comparison because I really no way I can compare my Dodal decks. They have their life on its own, and I can only see them side by side, and I guess talk about the differences and similarities. But Sullivan Hismans from Tarot Sheet Revival, so this is Dodali. One of the cards in Dodal deck states Dodali, and Sullivan went for that name opposed to other cards that they have the Cartier name. It's Dodal. So once again, you did see the majors probably in my side-by-side video. Just to show you a few more. But I actually do have the full unboxing of this one. When I came from China, this deck was, China and Russia, this deck. It's interesting, when I put the light, you can see the backs, but you really cannot see them in any way if you actually put the cards. The cardstock is rather very thick. This one came with 3 extra cards. It's a story for another day. 33 minutes, almost there, guys. Okay, one more. Me. Queen of Cups. And the last deck, which again I do have an unboxing of that one, and that I was waited patiently, rather impatiently, for quite a while. That's my treasure. Kelly Bear is actually Kelly Bear has made already 2 bags for me for those 2 Dodal decks. For now, it lives in a Peggy bag that I kind of pulled from my other deck that I was wanted to keep this deck for, but because I've been carrying it around, I needed some temporary housing for this deck before the beautiful pouches that Kelly Bear has made arrive. And no surprise, it's Pablo Robledo's deck, and it's my copy number 2 out of 90. I do have a backup for this one as well, and this is Pablo Robledo's Dodal 2019, the most recent one reproduction, but the Dodal deck of course is 1701. You can see the lines here. He kind of tried to simulate the technique of the older decks, like the blocks, wooden blocks. If you print the block, stamp the block, the lines wouldn't be perfect. So Pablo has I think he succeeded recreating it. So you see the top as well of the card. I did same thing with Sullivan's now, as you've seen, and this one I did round the corners of those as well. But I only did it actually after Pablo Robledo suggested it's the way to connect with the deck, that will make the card last longer, that will make them shuffle better. So that for me was like a pretty much go. And that started my journey on rounding corners of my sharp corner Tarot de Marseille decks. And actually I'm very pleased with all the results. But yeah, coloration here, the blues, the kind of turquoisey colors are absolutely stunning in this deck. Let's have a look. I adore it. That's been the one that I've been carrying around with me pretty much since the day I received it. So very excited. The cards are, they kind of hand cut, so they are not very even, and I absolutely love it. So this one, it really feels like that old Tarot de Marseille deck, and of course a Jean Dodal reproduction, which I absolutely adore. And that's it. If you kind of know that I have more decks that I may have forgotten to pull, please let me know. But I think that's pretty much it. They are my decks, my Marseille Tarot decks, that all of them have a special place in my arsenal, and all of them have a special place in my heart. The last 6 are extremely so special. They're my absolute favorite decks, my readers that like I use them all the time. But I'm so curious to know about your Tarot de Marseille collection. If you have a video, please let me know. Send me the link, paste the link in the comments below. I would love to see your Marseille Tarot decks. And I didn't go with the Italian ones, so I pretty much kind of stuck with the ones that, in my view, they are kind of the traditional plus a couple modern ones, Tarot de Marseille decks. But yeah, if you don't have a channel, please let me know in the comments below what Marseille Tarot decks you have, and maybe just let me know if you have a favorite or a few like I do. I would so love to hear about your decks and which decks you read mostly with. But have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for sticking with me and watching this video and exploring my Tarot de Marseille collection, my Tarot de Marseille arsenal with me. Until next time, namaste.